morning and you get to spend a little bit of time with this guy and me. Sometimes he sits in the front, sometimes he sits in the back, whatever he's feeling that day. It's almost 9 a.m. and we are out and about early to just get a few groceries. I rarely do this. Normally I order ahead, and then I also just like go to IGA a few times a week to get bits and bobs. But honestly, we have some time today to hang out together, and it's been on my to-do list to see if I can find us some reflective gear for when we walk. So we're just gonna like get a buggy and take a leisurely lap around Walmart. You know, it's something that's fun to do. Check out the already on clearance Christmas stuff. This is a bit of a weird week. Thomas doesn't have school, so I don't have to pack school lunches, but obviously we still need to have food. As you can tell, the car is still #1 favorite thing to do. Like restock the pantry, etc. This morning I did a little bit of that, so I'll give you a little montage from our morning while we go to Walmart. One thing I just wanted to mention, a top tip, is I like to clip my purse into the buggy so I can't get snatched. Just fun facts with Mare. We're back home. That took like an hour in total, which was amazing. And the only thing I didn't find was the reflective gear. I think we're gonna have to go to like a specialty shop or maybe Mark's work warehouse, but it's only 10 a.m. and it's Sunday. So we just came home and put some groceries away and thought we would chit chat at the same time. One thing I wanted to mention was, I don't know if you saw me put this in the car, but this is like such a game changer for baths. If you, like this was, I think $7 and it is 4 kilograms. If you like to take baths or you like to work out, you like to soak your body, honestly, in my humble opinion, this is the most cost effective way to go, buying one of these jugs. You can get them at Costco, Superstore, you name it. It's just Epsom salts. So I will mix this with then a very small chunk, as you have seen many times me have a bath, of a Lush bath bomb, like a very small one, to make a very cost-effective bath. They don't need to be expensive. One thing I did find, once I find it, was a suggestion from one of you, so thank you. Put that there. Got some kale. Oh, I only got one and I thought I got two. I paid for two, darn it. Got kale, spinach, 3 things of romaine, some snap peas, and some Light Life hot dogs for Thomas. You didn't ask for a grocery haul. Oh my God, bread. Cheerios were 3 for $10, so I got 3. This is an impromptu grocery haul. I'm not gonna show you everything, but okay, if you haven't tried these were a new find this year and we love them. If you're not Canadian, maybe you've never heard of this, but like a very Canadian thing is ketchup chips. Don't knock till you try it. I'm not the hugest ketchup chip gal. Like, I like them, but that would rarely be the choice of the one that I would choose. But these are fun. These are sweet and spicy ketchup, Miss Vicky's. Like, this is so Canadian. I get them once in a while. I got a replacement of this, which we cut into earlier this week. It wants to just focus on the pantry. Is that because it's open? These were on clearance, some green beans. So I'm gonna saute them. It says you can steam in the bag, but we're gonna cook them. Oh, this is what one of you recommended. Snow is the brand. Dairy-free, plant-based peppermint trees. Peppermint creamy center, enrobed in a dark chocolatey coating. I love that it says enrobed. There's only 3 in here, and I don't know where the receipt is. I didn't actually notice how much they were when I rang them through, but a treat for sure. So we'll try those. I may even have one soon. We got many a tofu. I think I got 2. Thomas corn nuts, his favorite. He's also really into peanuts, which I just learned peanuts have quite a lot of protein. Like 1/3 of a cup of these peanuts is 12 grams of protein. Who knew? Who knew? Maybe you did. I sure didn't. Okay, got it to show you. I don't think there's anything that's interesting. Bananas, another Thomas favorite. Is this Canadian? Do you have these in other countries? It's a mix of Doritos, Cheetos, Sun Chips, and pretzels. He loves it, but he won't eat the Sun Chips. He's so funny. Cucumbers, bananas. The rest is boring. So I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna put on, I think, a Christmas movie. The unicorn is off doing some stuff today, so he will be home later this afternoon, and we actually have an overnight respite tonight, not here. We have one really lovely couple who loves Thomas like he is part of their family. He calls them auntie and uncle, and they actually have a room in their home for him. He hasn't gone over there since we got married, so now that it's Christmas break, he's gonna go spend tonight with them, which is very exciting. I don't know if we're gonna go out. Maybe we'll go out for dinner. He had talked about going to a movie, but I'll have to see what's playing, or we'll just stay home and like watch a Christmas movie and relax. And then I'll do a little prep for work too. On a Sunday, this is like really what I like to do on a Sunday is get the groceries. I like to tidy the pantry, refill the containers. I like to prep the veg, which we'll probably do. I have a bag of carrots that needs to be peeled and cut. Maybe I make a salad sometimes that I'll leave in the fridge for the week, as you've seen me do 1,000,006 times. But now that I'm like getting more into a work schedule, Sundays I really like to prep and set myself up for the week. We'll also do laundry. I like to check my calendar and prepare my paper planner, which I still use even though I'm not in school anymore. I like to see the week in advance so I can plot things out day to day. But like at a very chill pace, like while Christmas movies are playing and like while I'm playing with Thomas, you know, just to set myself up for success, even though this is like, today is 1 week till Christmas Eve. Like we're both still working this week, so anywho's. All right, now comes the part of finding spots for all of this. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Okay, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say. I always have these lofty dreams that I'm gonna be this YouTuber that like sets her camera up in the store and like we walk by, or like I put you in the cart or stop and talk about products. It's absolutely unrealistic if I'm with Thomas. Like when we go shopping, he's good, but I am not gonna like test him and make it last any longer than it needs to. And he was so good today. He pushed the buggy the whole time, didn't complain once. It was fabulous. So as we were walking around, I was like, I have my camera in my bag, but like, let's just get in, get out. I'll show you when we get home. So yeah, that's why there wasn't any like vlogging in the store. Thomas will always be the priority. And I get it, like he doesn't want to wait around while I set up my camera. So that's why you didn't really see any shots. Can you hear him? He's playing in his room. He's so happy. Okay, let's put these groceries away and go from there. Here is the work we've done. This was, I think, 2 pounds of carrots. It's my preference to peel them and cut them over a baby carrot. I think they just are so much better. Then this is what was left of the celery we had, and then this is the stalks of the broccoli that we had in the fridge. Fun fact, I prefer this to the floret, but now I have a bag of florets that I will eat separately. But like this is good for dipping. And then I did a few potatoes in the air fryer with some Old Bay seasoning just to have on hand. And then I took those green beans that I got that were on offer and I air fried them with garlic. I've never done this before. They're not terrible, but actually they'll probably be a good snack when I'm feeling snacky and want something a little salty. I will also say only like 2 beans were bad and everything else was perfect. So, you know, look at the stuff that's about to go. It's not always a bad idea. All right, I have this much dill. What would you do with it? Should I freeze it? Should I chop it? Like, I'm never gonna use this before it goes bad. So I'd love your suggestions. Like low effort suggestions. And then over here, I have stir-fried. I had a green pepper and a yellow pepper that were both going, so I wasn't going to eat them raw. So I've sauteed those with 1/3 of a block of tofu, some garlic and some onion. And then what I'm going to do is add it to, this is my leftovers from last night. Ordinarily, I would add this to the frying pan, but I don't want to fry like lettuce. And now this, added with this, is going to be too much for lunch. So it's one of my absolute favorite things to do, especially with a bowl from Earl's. I do this every time and it gets me 3 meals for the price of 1. So what I ate last night, and then add a little bit to it, and then I'll be able to have this for lunch tomorrow, which is great because I'm in the office all day tomorrow, so we will take this with. So just a little top tip on how to use those leftovers. So here's today's lunch, like a sizable bowl, and basically a full takeout container for lunch tomorrow also. Okay, because I was born in the 1900s and I don't know how to take a reel from Instagram and put it into this video, and also I don't feel like downloading it. I'm going to try and show you this reel because it is, I think we need to do this. I think we need to collectively marathon or do this. Okay, ready? But how cool is that? Like, I kind of want to do that. Like, go to Valley Village, get a plate, write all of the things that I would love to leave behind in 2023, put it in a plastic bag, then smash it. That feels very, like, cathartic. I've heard of, you know, writing things down, burning it, or flushing it. But that, like, smashing feels like it would be very satisfying. What do you think? Should we do that? Ooh, also, like, what would we be putting on that plate? I can think of a few things off the top of my head, that's for sure. Part of me actually wants to get some sort of tattoo to commemorate 2023, just because of the extremes that it was. Graduating university with distinction, becoming a therapist, dream job, turning 40, getting married, and also the unimaginable of losing my mom. And the unimaginable of Thomas being diagnosed with epilepsy. One more diagnosis. You know, 2023, she was something else. And honestly, I don't think I know anybody who is like, this was my year. And if it was for you, please tell us down below. Like, tell me all the beautiful things that happened to you this year. Because most people I know, not just in my professional life, like the clients I see, but most people I know, they're on the struggle bus. Like, most people I know would like to do that plate trick. Like, I kind of wish we could collectively somehow all do it together. And I have just edited the video that is now 14, 15, 16, which hopefully you've seen, to catch you up. And then it's just exporting, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna make the thumbnail and then set it to upload to YouTube while I take Thomas to his respite, where he is going, there we go, for the night. And I think the unicorn, it's 3 o'clock. I think he'll be home by 5 or 6 tonight, so we can have a little bit of time together. I'm gonna have a shower. I'm gonna wash my hair. Didn't get to the laundry today. Don't care, I'm gonna leave that for them to do tomorrow while I'm at work. We got a lot done today. It was a productive day. It was a really good day with Thomas. Like, he's back to his regular form. Just, he did so well today. Someone asked me if I would ever get an epilepsy dog for Thomas. And, sorry, I'm just gonna multitask this. What is going on here? If I would ever get an epilepsy dog for Thomas. And like, I would love to. I have thought about it for years in getting him a service dog. Even before his epilepsy, because I have heard how beneficial it can be if you're nonverbal. But to be frank, if we were to add a dog to our life, something significant would have to be dropped. Like, I am past capacity with responsibility and fitting stuff into my day. Like, I would have to be a stay-at-home mom, I think. Or like the unicorn would have to retire. Like, I just cannot fathom adding that, you know, as good as it would be for Thomas. Like, we don't have a yard. I always said we would get a dog like when we had a fenced yard as well. And like, I would want to get a medium-sized dog, which seems like our place is quite small for that. It's about 1,850 square feet. Yeah, so I would love to. But I'll be honest, I'm at capacity for responsibility. If I thought, you know, Thomas could 100% be responsible for the dog and like always be taking them out and training them, etc., etc. Like, I know that if we got one that was an actual service dog, presumably they come quite trained, right? Like, I know they're like $5,000 or $6,000, which is fine. The answer is probably not, unless life circumstances changed. But it's hard. I'm starting to lean further towards it because he's really gotten into dogs lately. Like, friends of mine who have dogs, like, he's like all over them whenever we visit. It's not a responsibility that I would take lightly, although it would help my step goal. I'm at 8,000 steps today. I just, like, I don't know how I would walk them in the morning and, like, you know, in the rain and the snow. Like, I don't know. Tell me, like, feel free to try and convince me down below, but like, who would watch them when we went away? You know, sometimes we're both out of the house for like a significant chunk of the day. I don't want to be someone whose like dog is just home by themselves all the time. And you know, it would be good for exercise, but that's anyway, that's the answer. Probably not, but as you can tell, I'm like, she's really on the fence about it. I used to swing like so far as a no, But watching Thomas with dogs lately, it's so cute. He's just such a little sweetheart. All right, we're gonna set this to upload. Takes about, the upload for YouTube is quite quick, but then they do like a check to make sure it's not offensive, where there's nothing like, you know, hate speech, etc. in every video. And that takes maybe about a half an hour. So I'm gonna go pack Thomas, and then I'll see you probably once we're back here and it's just you and me for a little Sunday evening prep for work tomorrow.